If you really do want to develop a culture of learning, then put learning at the forefront, not only for your students, but for your staff, your employees, for everyone involved, paras included. We all need to be learning and have that idea that we're going to become better and better and better each day. And we're going to learn from one another, whether that be mentor-mentee or even colleague to colleague.
What drew me to the residency was the fact that you're embedded in one classroom for the entire year. And so the residency model enables a student teacher to experience setting up classrooms with rituals and routines, and then also seeing the way that students progress not only academically but also socially and emotionally, and helping support them throughout the entire year.
So first of all, being able to observe a resident throughout the entire year, and then be able to interview them for a position here at the school, I feel like I already know that resident will make a perfect fit for this culture. And that is something that we think about, having worked so hard to develop this culture. I know that the relationships that they'll develop will be positive. They'll be able to work collaboratively, for example, in planning and data analysis. And so that confidence is fabulous. And seeing them then in the fall as I begin my observations, I know that they have some skills that I don't necessarily need to worry about as I do a teacher that I hire from a traditional program whose student taught for 10 weeks.
I feel like the residency prepared me very well for being a first-year teacher in the district. It not only prepared me to instruct, it not only prepared me to know how to plan and manage a classroom, but it just also prepared me to know what to expect from Denver Public Schools.
It's giving you that hands-on experience in the classroom, and you have 3 periods when you're away from your mentor teacher and you're getting LEAP observations, which is great because that's a big part of our district, being observed by peer observers or your leaders in the school, your administration. So I really feel like DTR did a great job of showing you what it's going to be like when you're on your own and having those observations to give you feedback and to grow from your practice.
Nothing came as a surprise to me throughout the year. So as they rolled out the full LEAP observation program, as we participated in student growth objectives that have now turned into student learning objectives, I got to do that with a mentor who had done it as well. So I felt confident in every step of just taking on an academic year.
You're able to simultaneously practice what you're learning in the classroom yourself as a teaching resident, and you're able to practice it like the very next day in a classroom with kids. So I think it's a little different than the older models where you were in school, you got your education degree, and then you student taught, and you're kind of trying to remember all those things you learned in school. You're really getting to do this, you're on this dual track where you're getting to apply what you're learning every day in a real classroom with real students.
I know that a teacher coming out of a traditional program, I need to get in there immediately and help set up the rituals and routines and the management. And I have approximately 3 weeks to do that, otherwise I lose. I don't need to do that with a resident. And I have 15 on staff. I have not needed to do that with a resident. I have not yet been able to hire a teacher from a traditional program that I haven't needed to do that. And so as far as the time and the support, it's different. While I'm supporting in the fall a new teacher from a traditional program, I'm supporting around management. When I'm supporting a first-year resident teaching for me, I'm supporting around instruction. And that's a significant difference.